Hi BookTube! My name is Sarah and welcome to the Bookish Knitter. Today I am coming to you with my reading plans for week number 28. This is July the 11th through the 17th. Yes, the 11th through the 17th. Sorry if I'm glancing over. I have my laptop sitting here beside me, so I know what I'm going to be talking about. So essentially in this video, I've been doing these videos for weeks now, in case you're new though, that I like to sit down here on Fridays and share with you guys my reading plans for the upcoming week. So this is like a mini TBR, as I like to call it. A weekly TBR, if you will. And I really think these are a lot of fun. I've been doing quite well trying to stick to, to this. And yeah, they're really fun to do. So I have a couple different categories here, different books, different ways that I pick the books. And the first one is, of course, my TBR jar, which is this adorable mug that says, "Shh, I'm counting." And it's got a cat who's knitting. And fellow knitters, crocheters will completely understand this. If you're working on a project and you need to count, you need absolute silence. And the funny thing is, I think that any other knitter or crocheter will completely understand this one, that I've had this where I'm sitting there and I'm knitting on something and I'm counting in my head. My husband will start talking to me and I'll start counting out loud, louder, just to let him know I'm counting. So I love this mug so much. So I use it for my TBR jar. So in here I'm now down 3, I think. So there should be 9 prompts, or nine books, left in this jar, all written on little pieces of paper. And these originally were the 12 books that were on my July 2022 TBR. They are all NetGalley books, like Yarks from the publisher. And half of them are books that have already been released, and half of them are new releases as of this month. So yay, I'm excited about getting to all of these. So let's pull out 3 for this week. So the first book that we have here is The Edge of Summer by Erica George. Oh, this is the YA book. The YA book about the whales. The cover will be right here, but yeah, that cover, you guys. So yay, I am very, very much looking forward to this one. The Edge of Summer. Oh, that'll be great. Fantastic for this upcoming week. The next book we have here is, let me reach into the jar. We have Take Me Home Tonight by Morgan Matson. We have another YA. Oh, this is the week of YA. So Take Me Home Tonight by Morgan Matson. This is the one about the 2 friends who decide to go to New York City for the night, and it's like the entire book, I'm assuming, takes place in the course of one night. And I'm super excited about this one. So yay. Cannot wait for that one. Did I have 3 YA books? I did have 3 YA books, didn't I? Are we going to go for a triplicate? Let's see. Third pick right here. We have no triplicate, but that's okay. We got a Jen McKinley, so I'm very excited. This is Wait for It by Jen McKinley. I've had this on my TBR before and have not gotten to it. This one I think actually takes place in the wintertime, but it's in Arizona, so clearly a warm climate. That's an adult. I think it might be a women's fiction contemporary romance. I'm not absolutely certain. I will report back, but I'm very much looking forward to that book. So there are the 3 books, 2 YA and an adult novel. That is going to be a lot of fun. So next up we have my Throwback book, which I am working my way through several different series. The Babysitter's Club, 2 different Nancy Drew series, and Sweet Valley High. Next month, Sweet Valley Twins. I have something coming in the mail and I'm very excited. I have ordered a couple of books in the Sweet Valley Twins series, so I'm hoping to get back to that series. I have some of them on my shelf. Sometimes I get lucky and find those at the thrift store, but they are hard to come by. And they're not available digitally, like on Kindle, which makes me sad. But I was able to hunt out some of the older ones, like the first, I think I've got the first 4 in the series. So I'll read through those and then I'll slowly start picking up the rest of them. But anyway, so that will be coming in August. I will be hopefully starting that series up as well. But anyway, for this week, we have The Mystery at the Moss-Covered Mansion by Carolyn Keene. This is the next book I need to read in the Nancy Drew Mystery Stories series, the old series from the 1930s. And I am listening to these on audio in a way because there is a YouTuber by the name of Penelope Heaven, and I will leave a link to her below. She is up to a couple books beyond this one. I think maybe up to this might be book like 18. She might be up to book 20 or 21, but she's doing them, like she's reading them, and each chapter goes up on YouTube, and they're kind of delightful. So I listened to the previous book, last month's book, this way, and I really liked it. So I'll be doing the same again this month. So this is the next one I have to read. All right, friends. So the next prompt is the TBR Machine, which is a website that I found about a month or so ago. I will leave a link to it in the description box below. It was created by a fellow booktuber, and essentially it's just a website where you go on, you click the button that says randomize, and you get a random reading prompt. So every week I've been doing this, and it's been so much fun, and I'm throwing it out there to you guys as well, that if you want to participate in this as well, let me know what book you plan on reading for the prompt that is picked. So let's go ahead and spin the wheel, or hit the randomize button, and let's see what we get. All right, so here we are. We're going to hit randomize, and we get read a book that intimidates you. A book that intimidates you. Okay, so I do know what book I am going to pick for this one. I don't even need to look at my list, and this actually works out kind of perfectly. And that's because me and my good friend Rainy are going to be reading Persuasion next week. So Rainy from Rainy Day Reads, this is my one book that I am reading for Jane Austen July. Yeah, I'll be reading Persuasion. Now, this isn't one of her bigger books, like in terms of Jane Austen. Like, Emma is huge, but Persuasion isn't nearly as big, but it's a lot of people's favorites, and I think that's part of why it intimidates me, because so many people like it, and I'm not really a classics reader. I'm just hoping that I enjoy it. So anyway, I am picking Persuasion by Jane Austen. So let me know, guys, what book are you picking for this prompt? Read a book that intimidates you. So back to the list here for the schedule, or my reading schedule, if you will. So the next one is a Harlequin read. I like to pick a Harlequin book every month, or every week, excuse me, from my massive amount of books that I have on my Harlequin shelves. And for this week, we are going to be reading Colton's Dangerous Liaison by Regan Black. This is a romantic suspense, and I believe it's the first book in the Coltons of Grave Gulch series. So I'm looking forward to this one. I have my Serious About series list that I am working on. There is a video coming this coming week. I've been promising this for a few weeks. This Tuesday, like coming Tuesday, on the 12th of July, there will be a video about all the books that I have on my SAS list for the second half of the year. But for this week, the book that is picked is Death by Coffee by Alex Erickson. This is the first book in this series. It's a cozy mystery series. And I have read another book in this series, and I liked it, but I have tried to read this one a couple of times, and I haven't gotten very far through it. So here's hoping. If this is like third time's a charm and I don't, or third time's not a charm and I started it again and I'm just not interested, I'm just going to put the series down at that point, maybe. We shall see. And then the last book here is a NetGalley series book, is what I'm calling it, because I am trying now to read books in series order. So what I'm doing is I'm looking at my list of books that I have on NetGalley, and a lot of the books are later in the series. Like you'll get a book from NetGalley, but it's like third or fourth in the series. So I kind of want to read the previous books. So every week, it's going to take me a while, and that's fine. That's the joy of this, is that I am going to pick a random book on NetGalley, and if it's part of a series, I'm going to go and start the series from the beginning. So for this week, this is the Bookmobile Cozy Mystery Series, I think it's called. But I'll be starting with the first book, which is called Lending a Paw, and it's by Lori Cass. And I'm very excited about this. So this is the one that I have, and yay, I can't wait. So yeah. So anyway, guys, there is my reading list for next week. Hopefully I can get through all of these. We shall see. I'm doing pretty good this week. I'm really, really pleased with my reading progress this week. But anyway, guys, that is all that I have for today's video. Let me know, what books are you planning on reading next week? And what book are you going to read that intimidates you? And until my next video, everybody, take care and happy reading. Thank you all so much for watching. Bye, guys.